What's going on, y'all? It's Mr. Tell the Truth right here, bringing episode 7. I finally got the flag in the background, and I'm hella happy about that. Shout out my thug custom flagman02 on Instagram. Y'all go peep him out, you feel me? He do sick shit, good business, you feel me? I appreciate them services. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. That's gonna be the start of it all for me. First one I ever did. Yeah, that shit's tight. It's coming together. It's just my cousin just gave me this phone stand too with the little mic. Feel me? I hope it's better quality from my folks out there that be supporting this shit. I salute y'all, man. Real talk. I'm trying to get this to go somewhere, man. I gotta be consistent with it though. I just dealing with my own personal things in life, like from a regular motherfucker, dealing with everyday problems. You feel me? So I be slagging this shit, but I'm really trying to put my forth into this, cause ain't nothing gonna happen overnight. Ain't nobody gonna do it for me. I've already came to that realization, and I feel like that's what's been driving me to chase my dreams so much in life. Cause I keep dealing with shit that it's like I keep finding myself in a situation where it's like, damn, okay, I don't got nobody. Like, who the fuck really can I count on? Cause other than yourself, you really can't depend on nobody. And it's like I'm tired of holding people to a high standard, because I know the like type of person that I am, and the heart that I have, and the type of time that I'm coming on. If I say I fuck with you, or if you need me, whatever the case may be, like that shit don't gotta be questioned. And however you need me is good, guaranteed every time for me. But I find myself a lot of times people won't do that for me, and when I got out of prison, I felt like that in a way. Like, in a sense, my mind was already shifted towards that, because, like, when you go to jail, it's like you isolate yourself from everything that's going on out here. It don't matter. Well, to me, it didn't, because I already knew that I have very little control of what the fuck happened outside of these walls. You know what I mean? Like, I remember my mom talked to me on the phone, and she'd always be like, whoop whoop, like things is getting kind of hectic. She'd tell me hella shit at once, and I'm like, damn, you would never said nothing before, you know what I mean? And she was always like, well, I just didn't want to stress you out. I was like, it ain't even that it stresses me out. I just don't ask, because at the end of the day, what can I do? I could talk to my brother, I could say whatever to whoever, give my input about whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm not there to do anything about it. So beyond that phone conversation is like, what more do you expect from me? So I just distanced myself from everything that was happening. Like, it didn't concern me. I didn't give a fuck about nothing that was really going on out there. You know what I mean? I tapped in with my folks here and there, but like, I was focused about what's going on in jail for me. And I'm not gonna say I didn't even really sit there and right away like just waste my time. Like, I worked out, and I tried to further my education in a lot of ways. And I got my high school diploma in there. You feel me? I already had a GED, but I went for the diploma anyways. Like, fuck it, let me say I did it. You know what I mean? And like, I just started to like see that there's hella more to life, and the more knowledge that you gain, the further that shit's gonna take you. And no matter what situation you find yourself in, can't nobody take that away from you. You already know it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I was just trying to learn everything I could, because I knew one day that I would have to use a lot of this information on the street. And it's weird, because like, you have to be concerned about yourself, but still have the interest of others somewhere in like your decision making. You feel what I'm saying? Just because your everyday life don't just affect you, but you need to be worried about you. You feel what I'm, if it makes sense type shit. Like, if you know, you know, you feel me? But uh it's like, so I didn't even give a fuck about nobody's feelings. So when I came home, I felt bad feeling like that. Like, man, bro, I should be a little more, understanding or you know what I mean, really hear motherfuckers out and shit. But a lot of like 9 out of 10 times you wouldn't make sense. I just don't even want to hear it. And I'll tell you that I don't give a fuck how you take that because at the end of the day, bro, like whatever you're saying has no like value to me. So I ain't gonna try to respect that shit. Straight up, you feel me? And I kept finding myself in situations where I was going out of my way to extend a hand for people, and then when I needed a hand really extended back to me, a lot of times that motherfucker wasn't even there. You feel me? And so like in jail, I realized I only have myself. I got by and I did it how I did it. You know what I mean? But I only have myself. Cause at the end of the day, like it's a cold world. You know what I mean? And in an environment where you know the dude you share your best base with could be the dude that might have to get on you, feel me? Or would if it ever came to it, and like at the drop of a dime type shit, like it's like you just on your pivot type shit, you feel me? Just moving like smooth with it though. But like I started to have that attitude out here, and I started to see it's alright to be selfish if you elevating yourself. And motherfuckers can feel however they are gonna feel about it, but at the end of the day, bro, you're headed towards progression, and that's where it needs to be. And anybody that ain't feeling that don't even need to be around you, feel me? And I felt bad for being selfish at first, but then like every time I like do something else, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little more, I'm like, see, I ain't need nobody. I just needed some time and a chance, you feel me? And I remember sitting in my cell like, bro, I really wish I just had a chance, you feel me? But they ain't that motherfucker talking numbers that make motherfuckers start squealing and shit like bitches, like, because a motherfucker can't handle that type of shit. But you living in a world where you better be about what you talking about, because you around some motherfuckers that don't want to hear no bullshit, and the weenies will get weeded out. And fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? So when I surround myself with somebody now, I know that they have some type of information that's beneficial to me. And I be sitting at the round table with my folks now. We really be sitting and talk politicking about business ideas and, you know, avenues that really we never thought we would be able to travel like together. You feel me? Because I'm trying to take everybody with me in like in a sense where we can all bubble up from this type of environment that we came from. Cause yeah, motherfuckers can say whatever they want. Congress a nice city, blah blah blah. Like, but if you know, you know. If you was in the trenches and shit, like you, people know what's going on. You feel me? But we coming from something that was just like the cards that was dealt to us, so we trying to make better of that shit. But having everything stripped from you, hitting like rock bottom in life, and having a face of like, okay, I'm a man now, so whatever situation I'll put myself in, I'm about to ride it out. But you get this appetite of like, damn, they just took so much from me. I can't wait to get everything back, but I want more than that. And I'm gonna get it. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. So I got out, and it's like you see people that they moving on the same type of time that they was already like, how I remember, and like you really ain't did nothing, but you not even necessarily doing bad, but you still like the same ass person. Like I was telling my partner this, they talking about motherfuckers you just stay away from, because they not about progression for themselves. So how the fuck are they gonna do anything to help you get in that direction? And like I was talking about in the last video, like once you start creating gaps with anybody, like the more you elevate, the more they have to keep up with you, or you gotta take yourself back down. I don't even fuck who it is. I don't even fuck if it's gonna hurt you or what. Like, you feel me? Get somewhere on how you have to. And I wish I understood that like when I was young, you feel me? Cause like when you young and you getting cheese and you pulling it wild, like if you really invest that money and you really put that towards something that's like, okay, nigga, this shit matters, like you'll get hella far and a lot of doors will open. And it's just gonna turn you on to shit that you never thought of. But it's like it's true though, because like when you start playing with real dough, like you just start meeting people. Like you're in a different crowd. You know what I mean? But it's all the motherfuckers that's going somewhere or that want to get somewhere that you trying to get to. So you want that type of time, you feel me? But if you stagnant with what you got and you just want the bare minimum of life, like that's cool too, you feel me? But I'm trying to take these chances right now because I took life or death chances, you feel me? And ended up in a box facing 15 of life, you feel me? But standing on morals and principles that I always just genuinely had instilled in me. That shit ain't come from like watching movies, shows, whatever. Like the type of lifestyle I came from, that I knew what was expected of me. That's just like a fucked up ass feeling. It's like, man, bro, we did what we did, but come on, bro, you just trying to get on with this shit. But you sat there like a man and you did it. Like I respect the fuck out of that. And it's crazy because there be some dork ass motherfuckers like these dudes is just like, hey, and even in there, motherfuckers just talking like, how's he a homie type shit, but gotta respect it, you feel me? Parole's active, and then, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, nigga, a lot of cowards can't do that. So, like, even the square motherfuckers, like, they got some type of shit that you can relate to, you feel me? And anybody that just got heart, you can't take that out of nobody. But like I'm trying to surround myself with people now that are gonna get somewhere. And if you find yourself distancing yourself from people that is like, yeah, you keep in touch with whatever, but like, buddy, you moving how you move, you feel me? And anybody can take that how they want to, you feel me? When you are elevating yourself, that's the type of vision that you have to just stay focused on. And anything else, like that shit don't matter. It's gonna come and go, partner. And having this type of appetite, I'm like looking into hella business ventures. So when I'm out chilling with my partners, like, yeah, we drink, you know what I mean? We politicking, we smoking and shit. Yeah, we go out have a good time. But like the type of conversation and time that we on, and it's like, okay, homie, how we finna get somewhere? What type of, like, what you think? Okay, I think podcast. I wanted to do car detailing. My partner brought up vending machine businesses. My boy wants to start a dishwashing company, or not a dishwasher installer company. You feel me? My boy fucking brings dogs. Like we on the type of time like, okay, how we gonna get millions? How we gonna get it out the mud and grind like we know how to? But we coming from an environment where like money really ain't shit, bro. Cause like I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't never really had it like that. I can't never say I was like hood rich, balling out of control type shit. You feel me? But I come from like good morals and principles. Like money ain't never meant shit to me. I grew up in a single home, my mom family, so I seen her struggle a lot. I remember being 7 years old one time. I swear to God on my life. My dad used to send me birthday cards from Mexico. He got deported when I was young, so he used to send birthday cards over to me. And I remember he sent me a card with like $200 in it on my like 7th birthday. We had just came back from El Salvador, and I believe it was my grandma's son, something like that. She ended up dying on my birthday, right? But I remember I came back and I had these $200, and my mom was stressed out. She didn't really know how she was finna pay rent. We was getting it together. You feel me? She got back to work as soon as we touched down. But I remember I looked at the money. I walked in her room, was like, "Here, mom." She's like, "What's this for?" I'm like, "Just pay the bills," you feel me? And back then, $200 was a lot, but mind you, this I'm telling myself like I'm finna go get a PlayStation. I'm finna go get this GameCube, whatever the fuck my mom was on at the time. Like this back in the day, but I'm like, you know what? My mom's getting more than me. I generally don't even think I ever saw that back or got anything of the value of it back, but I don't give a fuck. But so I'm like on the time, like I'm trying to always. I wish my mama ain't had to work. You feel me? I wish my little brody had it good. My big sister, she's doing well off, but I wish she was doing better. You feel me? Wish my little sister was doing better. Like what the fuck am I doing that's gonna change that? And that's why I'm saying like people just be stagnant with just getting good jobs and like they stack up their money, they live check to check type shit, or they doing comfortably fine. You feel me? Making the money that they making, whatever. Okay, but you working for the rest of your life, bro. To enjoy that money when you hella old, probably getting taxed on some of it. Some of it I know you're not, but however that works, and then like the end for what? You only got one life, punting. I'm trying to live mine to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be on the type of time where my money's making me money how some way. And like you only gonna get there, like I said, you gotta take those chances. Brainstorm and think outside the box. You feel me? There's people making fucking $1 million off of fuck you would watch Shark Tank, you feel me? And really pick up game like them. These niggas be doing crafty ass shit. But it works. You know what I mean? They get it and out the mud. And that's some real gangster shit right there. Everybody think that, I don't even want to say that's gangster, but that's just some real ass shit. Because at the end of the day, man, like, whether you a thug or you not, if you was a man and you stand on morals and principles and you just have that value like instilled in you, you're gonna stand up for what you believe in. And not necessarily saying like you finna go start shooting guns and stabbing people and shit, but you're willing to stand on it. So just because you ain't caught a body, or just because you ain't done multiple shootings, just because you never robbed nobody like that, don't mean you ain't thug with it. Because at the end of the day, the nigga, he put himself and whatever he had going on, like before the opinion of others, and got himself somewhere. Like, okay, let that man, okay, he really did that. I tip my hat to him, you feel me? On my life. But a lot of hating ass motherfuckers be on some weird stuff. Oh, bro, cornball. You know what I mean? But he doing well off, feel me? And then a lot of us find ourselves in a situation later in life where it's like, okay, that really is gangster though. Taking care of home, you feel me? Making sure the loved ones eat, making sure your family's straight, making a family for yourself, you feel me? Like, just really doing what you do. Living life and being happy and just getting all you can up out of it. Like, that's this type of shit that matters, you feel me? But when you coming up in an environment where this is how we gotta get it out the mud, because we don't really got it, like, we gonna do it however we doing it. But nigga, I ain't really here to glorify all that shit. And like I said earlier, man, if you know, you know, and if you don't, then I guess you don't need to. But I hope your bag straight, you feel me? I hope my bag can get straight, you feel me? And I'm gonna get me and my partners there. And I really hope that this podcast really shows people that, like, you can't really ever bait or judge a book based off of its cover. Because I'm pretty sure, 9 out of 10 times I'm getting looked at hella crazy and shit. But if you listen to what I'm, like, trying to say, like, man, it's real. And, the more you focus on yourself and be selfish, as much as people are gonna talk they shit about it, like, more power to you. Because ain't nobody gonna give a fuck, man. And if they have to be selfish, it's crazy. They probably always gonna do it. Whether they feel bad or not, you'll probably really never know that. But when you do, it's because genuinely inside you a good person. And it's fucked up because I feel like that's why the good guy never wins, you feel me? Because you willing to stand on what you talking about. You willing to be about that. I found myself at work, you feel me? And it's crazy because this dude I work with, this motherfucker just always snitching on people. He just looks for a reason to snitch and then be happy about this shit, feel me? I overheard him snitching on somebody. He talking about, oh yeah, the dudes that was working in the room, heard him say, I ain't hear him say nothing, bro. I didn't even tell you that. You feel me? I'm a real one, so I see big saucy boy that he was talking about. I'm like, hey, bro, like, just so you know, like, bro, you did some more square shit and did all this, you feel me? But, like, I ain't tripping about no weird shit, but I'm just doing me, I'm just doing me, you feel me? Almost slipped up at the end word, but I'm just doing me, you feel me? And he respect that type of shit. Like, when he talking about, I didn't even say that. It's the truth, though. But I didn't say it, but I ain't gonna deny the truth either. And I felt the fuck out of that. But things like that, then we get looked at wrong and we got to take a downfall for somebody else just trying to be a coward like that. You just being a good dude, though, you feel me? And they may not even know your situation all the way, but Brody was just standing on something for me. It's his last day at work. He ain't trying to really do nothing from here. He put his 2 weeks and he went on this check. He trying to go. I can respect it. You feel me? I'm sure he would want the same respect. I'm not saying you'd go out being lazy, but at the end of the day, like, he ain't wouldn't trying to put in no overtime. He wasn't gonna do it. And just being a good dude though, like, and just it's good though. Let him say that. I'm tripping. A lot of people don't be like that though. You feel me? But in his eyes, he's looking out for himself and thinks sucking all that dick's gonna get him somewhere. But on the other end of it, like, Brody gonna look out for himself and just not saying nothing. Let the work speak for itself. You feel me? Like, we ain't worried about what he's saying, and like, motherfuckers be hell exaggerating, but like, just the way they say it, like, we ain't worried about that. It ain't taking out your pockets, and fuck how they feel. If it ain't taking out your pockets, and fuck what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, just live your life and advance yourself and do shit that's gonna advance you. And if people, you lose a million friends or whatever, then so be it. But you gotta stick out, you feel me? And that's what, like, I've been seeing a lot. I've been paying attention to a lot of shit people be saying on these podcasts, and people be giving this game out, whatever. But like, a lot of people just be saying the same ass shit, and just in different ways. But it's like, y'all don't really explain, like, how you came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's not too many little kids that, that's 7 years old, are thinking about giving their mom birthday money because she needed to pay bills, you feel me? But now when I'm coming up in this lifestyle and I'm having a little bit, you feel me? I feel like a man now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm fresh out of prison, still, like, getting some change out, you feel me? And I've accomplished a lot. And I've only been around people that I see try to accomplish shit. Not anybody other than that, like, it's from a distance type shit. Because you got to put yourself first. And when you put yourself first, you're only being beneficial for yourself. And then you keep a close group of loved ones around you. But even then, there's some bonds you might just have to brag on something, like, you just not on the same kind of time I'm on. I love you to death and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm trying to better myself, and you're not really on that same type of time. You're not even that you're doing bad, but I'm trying to go further than that and be on a whole nother level with people that are on that level by being around people who was on that level. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to soak up that information. That's why you see people who are just doing the same ass shit. Like, what type of information do they really have to give you? I swear to God, I was telling my boy that the other day, bro. I'm not gonna work for the rest of my life. I'm not doing it. Fuck that. The average person just works to buy a house, have a couple cars, enjoy some nice shit, paying it off, and then getting cashed out some money when you fucking retired. Some of it's tax, some of it ain't tax, whatever. But, like, you did all that for what? You can't enjoy it like that. And there's so many years you have left if you even make it there. Well, I'm trying to live my life to the fullest while I'm here, and I have control of what I'm able to do, you feel me? And I ain't looking back no more, and whoever don't feel me, don't feel me. I ain't really tripping. If you don't see me, you don't see me. If you see me, then salute me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just got a message to send out there. That is real genuine. People stuck in the hood that want to get out of the hood, and they achieve that. But it's soaking up game and just making really something out of nothing. Because a lot of these other motherfuckers, you like, way be spoon fed and come from money and just always turned your money into more money as you got older and whatever. But coming from nothing, like starting from rock bottom type shit, being released from prison, I keep it 100. I had like $3,000 to my name. You feel me? And since I got out, I ain't never had to ask nobody for shit. You feel me? Been able to pay my bills, been able to buy myself whatever I want. You feel me? Do what I want. Yeah, went through some rough patches, work slow around and shit, but I always stepped up like a man to have money to pay my necessities, because that's what matters. So fuck all that extra little bullshit. I don't care what nobody's doing. Y'all going out every other weekend and spending money on what, like, bro, I'm living my life how I'm doing. You feel me? But I got there. I started taking road trips and doing hella crazy shit. And I'll be having fun with this shit. And it just makes my appetite just grow and grow and grow. Like, man, I want it all. I want to touch millions. And I need to do something that's going to get me there. I'm not happy with a couple 100,000. I ain't happy with a house. You feel me? Like, I want everything that life has to give me, because I had it all taken from me. At a young age, 19 years old, you feel me? I was released from prison. I was 25. That's a hard thing to, like, grasp on. And when I got out, it seemed like the world ain't the same. A lot of people that I don't even know, and people that I do know, like, really made something of whatever the fuck they was doing. And I respect that. And some people didn't, and just in the same place and doing the same shit. Live your life how you want to, partner. But this game right here, and it's like, soak that shit up. Because the more knowledge you gain throughout life, the further it'll take you. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where it's like, damn, I don't really know what I'm like, I don't know what to do, just always think on back on what you've learned. Because at the end of the day, no matter what they take from you, no matter what you lose, like whatever the case is, knowledge is something that will stay with you no matter where you go in life. And if you know how to use it, you'll always find yourself in a sticky situation and be able to get up out of it. Like, just really hear that thug shit, man. And we're gonna do that shit, man. We're gonna push this positivity shit. And I just wanna talk about, like, how the struggle makes you. And anybody that, like, really ever broke, and sometimes I feel like just life has to hit you. Sometimes you just gotta go through it, however you gonna go through it. But in a way, like, everybody gotta hit rock bottom before they find themselves. And either you can grow from it or you let it eat you alive, man. But I really hope motherfuckers grow from it. Because even in a world where you're living like savage day and night, feel me? And the white man took everything from you, but you was able to walk around with a smile on your face. And that's a strong motherfucker right there. So when he's out here hungry, trying to get everything he want to get, like, really hear that shit. I really hope y'all support this podcast, man, because we know the truth. You feel me? We stuck on game, man. That's it. And I'm hella proud of myself. I just did this whole episode. Matter of fact, I think I might have slipped up at the end word one time, but if I didn't, then I did this whole podcast right now today without saying the N-word. And that's right there is a big ass accomplishment for me, because I ain't really think I can do that. Man, it's hella hard, because telling you. But we gonna promote that shit, you feel me? Let's be looked upon better than that. Let's be professional. Let's, you know what I mean, encourage each other to get this money and get it out the mud, you feel me? And grow from everything that they said we couldn't grow from, you feel me? And if you can't grab this game and do something with it and get yourself somewhere, then it's cool, partner, you feel me? But we off to a better life, man. We chasing success out here. And we gonna get it. This only episode 7, man, but I hope by like 20 or something, it's just popping. I'm finna really start investing my time into it more, though. Because it ain't gonna happen overnight. Ain't nobody gonna do that shit. But it feels good, you feel me? Life feel pretty good right now. I can't complain about much. And even if I could, it ain't for the world to know, you know what I'm saying? It's alright to show emotion, you feel me? But you can do that shit locked in the room by yourself, tucked off, you feel me? Just worry about yourself and get somewhere. Knowledge is power, you feel me? And a real motherfucker can feel that. When you stuck in a head, you not. Anybody can feel that. So we just gonna keep pushing this hot shit, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button on this channel, man. Let's run this thing up and know that it's coming for some real motherfuckers that's been through some real shit. It's block certified. I swear to God on my life, but if I'm lying about anything I ever said on here, I hope my partners give me shit for it. You feel me? I hope they put me on blast and everything. Oh, you fuck, man. I'll take it. You feel me? Everything I'm saying is authentically real. You feel me? And I'm only trying to promote a positive message in this podcast. But we stuck on game. We know the truth, and it's Mr. Tell the Truth. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Mr. Mosley, man. Straight up, but salute y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, man. It's coming up, man.